cue Andrew playing his interludes and such. Coming back a little bit. Looks like I'm talking to somebody. Give it myself. And 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dice Commando YouTube channel. I'm Andrew, with you here as always. This is the Commando Cast, a video cast about all things Star Wars Destiny. This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando.
Welcome to Dice Commando. This is SwagDean, and we're not chilling today. I'm going to try to do like a proper Commando cast, if I can. We're going to be doing two things today. We're going to be spoiling and discussing some upcoming ARH cards that they were nice enough to give to me, and discussing some of the possibilities of ARH in regards to Smash. Alright, so ARH gave me some cards to spoil. They did say that this set is full of a lot of cards that'll be good in the Smash format, and which is very exciting. We've been waiting for this set to give us like a big body of work to work with. There's going to be more events and stuff in this package, they were saying, which would, well, they've relied on reprints in the past. We wanted the ARH set to be like only ARH cards, so we don't have any printing issues with the product regarding FFG. We wanted to be able to go to your King Woods and your Aegises and whatnot and just say, like, print them. So having more universal events, more battlefields, things like that, just makes things easier for us to have varied decks. So let's get into the spoilers. Now, this character I'll be spoiling is not going to be someone that's technically smashable, but isn't probably going to be one that we would pick, which is Jabba the Hutt, feared and respected. He's got 12 health. You will notice this is a parallel die. This is actually using the parallel die for the Jabba that is in Smash. So he does all those kind of things you want. He can focus your stuff, he can ramp, and this one, with his leader and scoundrel archetypes or subtypes, has a power action where you can move one of your dice. It doesn't have to be his character, but any jump dice that you have out there, to roll a bounty hunter or a scoundrel into your pool. So you want to pair him with bounty hunters or scoundrels, or I guess if you're just like ramping hard, you could roll another one of his dice in. His natural pairings would, to me, seem like Bosk or Boba, who are both 16-point elites, and they have some nice big die. I guess you could run him single die with like a Cad Bane as well if you wanted in a plot. But he's got some good versatility and health to help finish, especially if you're going with like supports and such. That's a good thing of meat to get through to kill Jabba if they are focusing on your bounty hunter scoundrel partner. So I like him, but seeing as we already have these dice in Smash, and like, the possibility of pulling both, that would be like real confusing as to which one's with which. I don't think we would smash him, but it's possible. The next card I have to spoil is a nice bit of mitigation, which inspired my Cad Bane art. The Upper Hand. For 1 cost, villain event, play only if you have more cards in your hand than an opponent, including this card, which I think is a worthwhile clear up there. deal 1 unblockable damage to a character, and then look at an opponent's hand and discard an event from it. So it has a condition, which isn't that hard to meet. You just let your opponent play some cards first, and then wreck them. So for one unblockable damage, and rip a card, and there's no conditions on the card. You can take a die card, you can take their mitigation. It is amazing. And then you also, if you look at this card, there are no spot requirements. Like I've previously kind of complained with ARH stuff that they had a lot of spot requirements, a lot of things where, like, if the character was to die, their cards would die too. This one, we have none of those problems. If your yellow character is dead, you can still meet these requirements and play this card. So, loving this one. And then the last card I have to spoil is Dauntless. So this is also a parallel die, which was, I think, Formidable, one of those, like, crappier upgrades, so you should have a couple copies of these. They should be cheap. With Dauntless, you got 2 melee, single shield, double shield, and then the specials are deal 2 unblockable, not unblockable, deal 2 damage to a character, or 2 unblockable. Instead, if an opponent has a die showing damage in their pool. So it's definitely good against other damage decks, which is nice to be able to make it unblockable, but if not, for 2, you get 3 damage sides, and then, like, the shield sides, 2 shields is decent value, so it's really like you get the blank, and then I don't know how much I love the single shield, but for 2, that's a pretty solid bit of dice. Doesn't ever redeploy, but you can't always. But it's a solid villain upgrade. It's much better than Formidable was. So good value there. We are excited about the concept of getting into some ARH Smash. I can see Dauntless and Upper Hand getting used. Upper Hand, especially if we have a lot of cards where we know a lot of the sets we do have those spot requirements and stuff. So cards like the Upper Hand might be in quite a few villain yellow decks, in theory. We're excited about it. There's the pool of cards is pretty solid. I think they said there's like 8 characters in the set that are smashable. And there's already been a bunch from the first couple sets. You've got Leia and Benthic, I think, and Cal Kestis. There's a bunch of characters that have good smashable kind of sizes and some unique elements that ARH has brought to the game that we're excited about dipping into. We do not have a time frame for Smash for ARH. I'm just letting you guys know that we're starting that process with this full release. We've already seen a handful of things spoiled. Some of those look ripe for the picking, so I'm excited about them. And keep an eye on the channel for news and updates related to updates to Smash. If there's anything you think, like of your ARH era, any characters or things that you think are like essential, you'd really like to see in Smash, feel free to throw a comment up there. We'll definitely take a look at it. We definitely want to get into a lot of things ARH did unique, like the Detect, Charm, things like that they added to the game that FFG didn't. But if you have favorite characters or things that you would like to see, feel free to let us know. And that's going to be it for me this week. Just keep rolling them dice and have a good time. Feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, go Commando.